I talk with a lot of people that are into high-intensity interval training, and unfortunately, a lot of them have been misled about how it works. High-intensity interval training does allow you to burn more fat, but it does not allow you to burn more calories per se. More calories that you would burn than, say, doing steady-state cardio or another form of activity. But where high-intensity interval training does come into play is it does allow your body to burn more subcutaneous fat. And before I go into the details of how you should really be doing your high-intensity interval training, I want to explain with a little bit of research. According to the Physical Sciences Laboratory at Laval University, they found that those that performed bouts of high-intensity interval training lost significantly more subcutaneous body fat than those that performed steady-state cardio. Now, subcutaneous body fat is the fat that is on top of the muscle and underneath the skin. And the reason that the high-intensity interval training burns more of that subcutaneous fat boils down to the ability of the muscle to utilize fats for fuel. You see, performing these intervals actually increases the ability of fatty acid oxidation simply by the size of the muscle. High-intensity interval training builds up the muscle and it conditions it to oxidize fat easier, which means that you're going to burn fat throughout the day more. Now, all of that's fine and dandy. You know, we love to burn fat. We love the fact that high-intensity interval training can send us into that metabolic overdrive for the rest of the day, but that's not why I usually condone the use of it. I like all kinds of cardio, but the reason that I end up gravitating towards high-intensity interval training is simply because of time efficiency. It's easy to get in, get out, get it done, and feel like you're actually burning some fat in the process. So on that note, I want to debunk something. I see way too many people that want to do simple intervals by doing a simple 1-to-1 ratio. They do 1 minute on, 1 minute off, or they do 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off, and they calculate it so much. But we have to remember our bodies are dynamic. They don't know what a time frame is. That's just a way that we can gamify the process so that it makes it easier for us mentally. But let me explain how this works from a physiological standpoint and how your body actually uses the energy. You see, when you're performing cardio, like regular steady-state cardio, maybe you're running on the treadmill, you're going out for a run, you're using what's called aerobic energy. And that means that your body's taking oxygen that you're breathing in and it's converting it into energy, which is a process that takes time for your body to do. It's slow. So that means when you're moving through space slow or you're doing cardio slowly, your body has time to keep up with itself. Now, on the other side, you're doing interval training. Well, you don't have time to recover and utilize oxygen for fuel, so your body utilizes carbohydrates that are stored in the muscle for fuel. But here's the thing. If you are doing 30-second or 1-minute bouts with a 1-minute recovery, you're not fully tapping into those carbohydrate stores. You're kind of sitting in a gray area between using carbohydrates and using oxygen, which means you're not getting the full effect. So 1 minute on, 1 minute off isn't really going to do it for you because you're not really getting the hard push that you need. So here's what I propose that you do. When you start doing your intervals again, do them with 15 to 20 second intense bursts. Push yourself to the limit and then let yourself recover as long as you need to. Sometimes doing interval training with a training partner or with someone else can actually be difficult because everybody's got a different recovery time. Everybody's got a different amount of energy stores in the way of carbohydrates. So if you're doing interval training with someone right next to you, they may only need 30 seconds of recovery where you need 2 minutes because you need to let yourself recover fully so that you can give it 100% on your interval, making sure you're fully utilizing that anaerobic energy system. When you do utilize that anaerobic energy system, it kicks your body into that metabolic overdrive that allows you to burn fat for the rest of the day and increases that fatty acid oxidation within the muscle rather than only letting you burn fat while you're doing the cardio itself. So from here on out, focus on your rest periods. Because if you don't focus on your rest periods, you can't give it 100% when you're pushing during your interval. And your interval training is only as good as the effectiveness of the time that you're actually pushing it. So if you're not giving it 100%, you're not giving it your all and you're not getting the full effect. Give it a whirl. You'll get in and out of the gym that much faster, and I think you'll thank me later. See you in the next video.